Ever pondered over how to create the perfect pot of Homestead Campfire chili? Well, you're in for a treat. You've worked hard all day on your homestead, and boy, are you hungry. Imagine the crackling sound of the fire and a pot of chili bubbling away. This isn't just any chili, it's campfire chili, a dish that's steeped in tradition and infused with a unique smoky flavor that only an open fire can provide. Today, we're embarking on an adventure to create this hearty delicacy that serves six. Whether you were planning a family camping trip, getting together with friends, or just having supper with your family, this pot of chili is sure to be a crowd pleaser. We'll guide you through selecting the right type of beef, choosing the perfect blend of beans, and determining the amount of chili peppers for your desired level of heat. So brace yourselves as we dive into this flavorful journey. First, let's start with the basics, making the perfect fire. We will assume that if you are a homesteader, you do not need instructions on how to build a campfire. The most important things to remember in this step is to use a designated fire pit. Use hardwoods like maple and oak if available, and build a good bed of coals to cook on. Remember to wait for the coals. Allow the fire to burn down until you have a bed of hot coals. This usually takes 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the size of the fire and the type of wood used. Once you have a good bed of hot coals, place your Dutch oven or pot directly on the coals. Adjust the pot's position as needed to control the heat intensity. Now, let's get to the good stuff. A masterpiece starts with the right ingredients. For our campfire chili, we'll be gathering a flavorful array of components. First up, we need 2 pounds, 1 kilogram of ground beef, the star of our show. It's hearty and delicious, the perfect base for our chili. Next, the triple threat of beans, a cup each of kidney, pinto, and black beans. They add a fantastic texture and absorb all the wonderful flavors we're going to infuse into our chili. For our chili peppers, we have options. For a mild chili, a couple of jalapenos will do the trick. If you're after something with a bit more kick, go for poblano peppers. But if you're a daredevil, serrano peppers will bring the heat. We'll also require 2 finely chopped onions, 4 minced garlic cloves, 2 cans or 2 pints of diced tomatoes, hopefully from your garden canning, and the following spices: 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of cumin, and a teaspoon each of oregano and salt. With these in hand, you're all set to start the chili adventure. The heart of chili is in its beef, so let's get it right. Imagine an iron kettle or a Dutch oven suspended over a crackling campfire. Picture the ground beef sizzling away. Listen to the sound of the meat browning, mingling with the scent of the fire. It's not just about the beef, though. A dash of salt and a hint of pepper will add to the full flavor of the meat. The key here is to ensure your beef is cooked all the way through. A rich brown color is what we're aiming for. Be patient. Let the campfire do its work. The last thing we want is undercooked beef, as it can pose health risks. So keep it on the heat until it's thoroughly cooked and then set it aside. Once the beef is browned and set aside, we're ready to move on to the next step. Now let's infuse our chili with vibrant flavors. We begin by firing up our iron kettle, adding a dash of oil to coat the bottom. Once the oil is shimmering, we introduce the diced onions and minced garlic to the pot. Sautéing these ingredients in the same pot used for the beef allows us to incorporate those lovely caramelized bits left behind. This is where we build the base of our flavor profile, so don't rush this step. Allow the onions to become translucent and the garlic to turn golden, releasing their aromatic goodness. Now for the heat, this is where the chili peppers come in. Remember, the type and number of chili peppers you use will determine the heat of your chili. For a mild chili, a couple of diced jalapenos will suffice. If you prefer medium heat, add a couple of serrano peppers to the mix. For those who like their chili hot, a few habanero peppers will more than do the trick. Remember, the seeds and membranes of the peppers hold most of the heat, so adjust accordingly. Next, let's add the canned tomatoes to the pot. The acidity of the tomatoes marries beautifully with the heat of the peppers and the sweetness of the onions and garlic. Stir it all together and let it simmer for a bit. As the tomato mixture bubbles away, it's time to introduce our spices. A generous tablespoon each of cumin, coriander, and paprika, along with a couple of bay leaves, will bring a depth of flavor to our chili. Add your spices and stir well to incorporate. At this point, we add the magic ingredient, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, or 2 small squares of dark chocolate. You won't believe how this often skipped ingredient brings out the richness of the chili flavor. Finally, we add our browned beef with the rest of the ingredients in the pot, stirring to combine. The meat will absorb all those wonderful flavors we've just added, making our chili rich and hearty. Our chili pot is now simmering with a delightful aroma, but it's not chili without beans. Time to bring in the hearty beans. The trio we've chosen for this campfire chili are kidney beans, black beans, and pinto beans. Each brings a unique texture and flavor to the mix, making every spoonful a delightful surprise. Now to incorporate these beans into our chili, we first drain and rinse them thoroughly. This helps to reduce the sodium content and improve their overall flavor. Once rinsed, we add them directly into the pot, stirring gently to mix them in with the beef and spices. Remember, as we add more ingredients, it's crucial to stir occasionally. This not only prevents our ingredients from sticking to the bottom of the pot, but also ensures even cooking. So give it a good stir every few minutes. As the beans warm up and soak in the flavors, they'll transform this mixture into a thick, robust chili. With the beans in, our chili is nearly ready for the tasting. Finally, the moment of truth. Serving and savoring our campfire chili. A labor of love under the open sky, this is where your culinary prowess shines. Now, depending on your personal preference, you might want to adjust the seasonings. If it's too spicy, a dollop of sour cream can cool things down. If you crave more heat, a sprinkle of cayenne pepper could be your secret weapon. Remember, it's your creation, and the beauty of chili is its adaptability. Once you've adjusted the flavors, let the chili sit for a few minutes. This allows the ingredients to truly meld together, enhancing the overall taste profile. While you let your chili rest, it's the perfect time to think about what will accompany this hearty meal. Nothing complements a bowl of chili better than a slice of crusty bread. Its crunchy exterior and soft inside is perfect for soaking up the robust flavors. This can be especially flavorful if the bread is toasted over the open fire, resulting in a crisp, toasted outside and a soft, flavorful inside. Alternatively, cornbread, with its slightly sweet taste and crumbly texture, is a classic sidekick to chili. And for those who prefer a lighter touch, a crisp green salad can offer a refreshing counterpoint to the chili's richness. Shredded cheese slowly melting into the hot chili adds a creamy richness. Sour cream lends a tangy contrast, while chopped fresh cilantro brings a burst of freshness and color. And let's not forget about diced onions for a sharp bite, or sliced jalapenos for those who want an extra kick. In addition, a plate of cold, crisp, sliced cucumbers, celery, radishes, and apple slices will make this eating adventure a true success. Chili is more than just a meal. It's an experience. It's about gathering around the fire, sharing stories, and creating memories. Each spoonful is a testament to the time and love you've poured into creating this delightful dish. And there you have it, the perfect pot of chili cooked over a homestead campfire. Just another reason why the homesteading life is so amazing. This recipe is also perfect when cooked on top of your wood stove. So try it tonight and make another homestead memory. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe, like, and share our channel with your friends, and check out our other videos on living the homesteading life. Your support is greatly appreciated.